There's a moment when a man goes quiet, not because he's given up, but because he's finally found his strength. He doesn't argue. He doesn't chase. He doesn't try to convince her to understand him anymore. He just walks away, and in that silence she feels it, a shift, a weight. The moment she realizes, he's no longer waiting for her to value what she never truly saw. That's the moment she'll never forget, because for the first time, he became unreachable, not because he disappeared, but because he discovered something deeper, self-respect. He remembered who he was before he tried to become everything for her. He remembered the peace he gave up to please someone who never saw his worth. And that was the last time he explained himself to someone who didn't care to listen. He started reading. He started training. He started rebuilding, not to prove a point, but because he knew he could no longer live like a man who had forgotten his value. He read the Stoics, Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, men who didn't cry for attention. They earned respect through silence, discipline, and clarity. They taught him this: a man who controls himself controls everything. A man who doesn't need attention becomes magnetic, and a man who doesn't beg for love becomes unforgettable, because the world is loud, but true power is quiet. And that's what she noticed. Not his absence, but his transformation. He wasn't bitter. He wasn't angry. He was different, still, focused, untouchable. She reached out again, but by then he didn't need her to respond. He didn't need her to understand, because he had already found everything he was searching for within himself. And she'll never see him the same again, not because he changed to impress her, but because he became a man who could finally walk away, with his head high, his heart full, and his soul intact. And in a world that begs men to lose themselves chasing love, that kind of man is rare, unforgettable, and dangerous in the most beautiful way.